Hey Scorpios, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I'm recording this on the 29th for your full moon in Scorpio. So there's going to be a lot of illuminations happening with your full moon. But May is going to be quite a shakeup, okay? It's going to be some welcomed energy by you guys, I believe. We have Uranus changing signs, first of all, which is huge. But not only that, there's a new moon on the same day, and Mars is going to change signs into Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. So the 15th for sure is going to promote some massive change. Okay, it's going to be a big day. Of course, it's going to be different for everyone because everyone has a different birth time. Their houses sizes are different. The planet transiting, each house will be a different length of time. So I do recommend that you always listen to your ascendant sign as well. Okay, because both of those houses will be affected by transits. And when it comes to general forecasts, it would be the most accurate if you combine the two together, your ascendant and your sun sign. So be sure to listen to your sun sign, okay? So it's interesting because Taurus is your 7th house of partnerships, marriage, relationships, right? It's the opposite sign of Scorpio. So right now, you have the sun transiting your 7th house of partners, but Uranus is right there and right on the cusp of it. And Uranus is all about changing things up. So where you're going to see the most change, and I'm talking sudden change, unexpected change. If there's one thing about Uranus that we can say for sure is that he does the unexpected. And it can be rapid and it can be sudden and it can be very cool in a lot of ways because Uranus is the planet of the future and technology and unique and different and trying the different route, right? Uranus is actually the father of Saturn, who's about convention, and Uranus is about non-conventional. So you can expect non-conventional things to start occurring in your house of partnerships and relationships. Now, this can mean that in a lot of different things, of course, but I'll touch on a few of them of what it can mean in terms of your relationship and your partnership house being activated by Uranus. Is that for some of you who have been single for a long time, you can suddenly meet that perfect magical partner. For some of you that are in a relationship and a marriage, if it's been making you feel restricted and held back or unhappy in any way, you can definitely want to break free from it. In some cases, your partner starts acting erratic, but this is typically only if the relationship has been struggling and has been, something that you both have been trying to keep together when maybe it shouldn't be. But really, more often than not, is that you get exposed to a whole different type of group of people, okay? Because Uranus is just like, whatever you've been doing that hasn't been working for you, I'm going to bring in something different, okay? So this can be different, people that are interested in different fields, like Uranus type fields, like space or tarot or astrology or innovation, technology, futuristic things, very cutting edge, anything that has to do with the future advancement of humanity, even, things that are to better the environment. Whatever it is, you're going to meet different types of eclectic people. This can be different nationality people. This could be you find a whole new partner that's completely different than anything you ever experienced, okay? That's what Uranus is going to do. It's going to bring in the new and different, and it's going to have you open your eyes to a new way of partnership as well. being friends and lovers, and because the 11th house is ruled by Uranus, which is all about friends and groups and associations. So the introduction into this is going to be really interesting for everyone, because Uranus doesn't change signs but every 7 years approximately, sometimes less. For me it's 5 years, because my house that carries Aries in it is smaller, but we all have different size houses, so it's usually 7-year transit. But check the size of your house to see how long it will be for you. But you can definitely expect a lot of changes happening in your area of partnership, okay? Relationships to close friends and associates, okay? A lot of different new opportunities, fun times, exciting endeavors, and all of that happening. So Venus is transiting your 8th house of other people's money. So you guys are definitely going to be seeing some extra money this month. Okay, that's always a good thing. And Venus will be in Gemini until it moves into Cancer on the 19th. So up until the 19th, Venus is going to be transiting your 2nd house of earned income. And this is always awesome, because who doesn't like to make more money? Now, if you're looking for credit cards or loans or things like that, it's a good time to apply. The 8th house is all about other people's money, banks, institutions, credit cards, loans, your partner's money. Your partner could be seeing extra money and you could benefit from that. It also intensifies your desire for sex, sexual experience. The 8th house is about pleasure, and about intense sexual experiences as well. It also is about receiving benefits from lovers or dates, people you're dating as well. They could buy you gifts, take you out, stuff like that. It's basically other people are giving you Venus stuff. Okay, so it is a very good time for financially, and it's even better than the 2nd house because it's larger money than just the earned income house. So this is awesome. If any of you are, expecting some money, it could definitely come through now. As always, I'm not going to cover on it too much because you guys already know this. You have Jupiter in your sign, and that's all about you being positive. I just want to make sure that you guys are keeping your eyes open for opportunities, because Jupiter is really about bringing you opportunity, and you're the lucky one because you have them in your sign. So having them in your sign is very positive. But again, listen to your ascendant sign, because it might be in another sign which occupies another house where you can also see benefits from Jupiter. You right now have the full moon in your sign. So this is illuminations all about you and where you want your life to go. Manifestation, setting your intentions on what it is that you want. Saturn's been transiting your 3rd house of communication, paperwork, writing, local travel. Some of you might be getting a new car, learning to drive, getting your license for those of you that are younger. But for some of you, you'll be restructuring the way you think, the way you communicate. Also busy with paperwork, busy, period. If any of you are writing, you might be critiquing yourself, rethinking things a lot with Saturn there. Saturn's there to restructure your mind, the way you think, you perceive information, the way that you distribute information, all of that. You can improve in technology, buying new technological advanced equipment, things that are better. Saturn's about refinement. Mars has also been transiting your 3rd house. So as I was telling you last month, you just got to watch out for being confrontational or others being confrontational with you. But it's a very communicative time, talking a lot, communicating a lot, researching a lot, learning new things. But Mars on the 15th, when we have this new moon and Uranus changes signs, it's a big day, is going to also change signs into Aquarius. And that's your 4th house of home. So you're going to be shifting your energy on the 15th into home and restructuring, or, fixing or working at home, or finding your comfort at home, maybe working at home even. But you do got to watch out for confrontation at home if you have people living with you. Sometimes everybody just tends to act aggressive or more direct or just irritable or action-oriented, so there can be some butting heads, but usually it's not the case if you get along well, typically. But it is a very passionate time in the home. So you're going to have that. You might be feeling like you want to spend more time at home, fixing it up, doing things, making it more comfortable, come the 15th of the month when Mars enters into that house. Now, the new moon that's occurring is also in your 7th house of partnership. So even though Uranus is moving there, there's also going to be a new moon there, which is going to open up new opportunities for new relationships, new partnerships. Okay, you can be very busy in terms of relationships and partnerships. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of change happening in your partnership houses after the 15th, okay? And then you're also going to have a lot of energy being put into your 4th house of home and family. And Mercury is going to be transiting your 6th house of health, fitness, and wellness, along with daily routine and work. So there's going to be a lot of communication and activity happening in that area. So it does look very busy for you guys for work. You are going to be receiving more money. You're going to be getting extra money. It looks like a passionate month for those of you that are in love or in a relationship. Things are going to get steamy. And there's a couple of days that maybe you want to be a little bit cautious of. One is on the 7th, Mercury will square Pluto. We tend to be prone to negative thinking, worry. We can have obsessive thoughts, negative obsessive thoughts. But it's a good day for research, uncovering secrets and stuff like that. But, just be careful about being negative on that day. And also, Venus is going to oppose Saturn on the 26th, which is typically a day where we're just not feeling all that great in terms of maybe unsatisfied, unhappy, frustrated, irritable. We're lacking in diplomacy. Saturn blocks and restricts energy. So when it's with Venus, it's our diplomacy, our desire nature. We tend to feel a bit blah. So on the 26th and the 7th are just 2 days that maybe, we might not be feeling as wonderful. But there's some really awesome things happening in your partnership houses, okay? We got the new moon, Uranus moving there. Mercury's going to move there on the 13th. There's going to be a lot of activity going through there for you guys, which is good for relationships, partnerships, developing new relationships, ending ones that are no longer working for you, opening the door to manifesting the right person for you. And on the 19th, Venus is going to enter Cancer. And that's going to be your guys' 3rd house of communication. I'm sorry. Your 9th house of higher learning. So this is all about, religion, church, religion, higher learning, philosophy, okay? Education, like the next level, MBA, master's degree, stuff like that. Going back to school, learning something new. Traveling. So some of you could plan to travel after the 19th when Venus moves into Cancer. Yeah, so the month looks really good for you guys. There's going to be a lot going on in your partnership houses. Money looks good. There's going to be a shift, a new energy focus for you in your partnership houses. This can be for close friends and associates as well. But money looks good. There's a couple of days where, you might be feeling a little bit worrisome or negative thinking, but not really anything drastic. Overall, the month looks pretty active. You're going to feel an energy break, a little more impulsive, energetic, trying things new, a lot of stuff like that. But over the course of the next 7 years, your relationship house is going to see a lot of change. A lot of changes with Uranus going there. And it's going to be positive. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be new. I know you guys are looking for that excitement, for that something new. And finally, it's here. So, yeah, I'm excited for you guys. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like your own personal forecast, you can visit my site at www.illumastrology.blogspot.com. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you guys in June 2018. Thank you so much for listening.